Good morning, Room 2. Today is Tuesday, May 19th, 2020, and I hope yesterday you began the study of birds. Yesterday we started to observe and take tally marks to count how many birds we're seeing around where we live. Today, my family, we did that too, and we took a little trip down to Lake Merritt, and there was enough space, and we were safe, and we had masks on, and we took a close look and did some tally marks of each kind of bird. I took some pictures and I put the pictures on the website for you to look at to see what we saw. And you won't see the numbers of how many we counted, but you will see the kinds. Some of them flew away before I could even take a picture of them. But it's pretty exciting how many birds there are around Oakland. So definitely look out your window. You don't even have to leave your house. If you have a window, look out your window and just watch them fly by. Let's see, we saw Canada geese, western gulls, mallard ducks, pigeons, double-crested cormorants, Chinese swan goose. We saw snowy egret. We saw what am I missing? Oh, I can't remember its name. Lulu, do you remember its name? The heron, the black-crowned heron. Remember? So that's 8. And then there's another, we saw a coot. That's another kind of bird. Oh my gosh. This was just in one spot of the lake. And if you know Lake Merritt, down by that big wooden play structure where the totem pole is, in the bird sanctuary building, you can go down there, you can park nearby and walk by and not even run into anybody and stay safe. And it's amazing how many birds you can study. Well, today you're going to be looking closely at beaks and feet. So for beaks, I did 4 drawings of beaks. And these are different kinds of beaks. And if you understand why there's different kinds of beaks, it really helps you understand birds. Every bird has a beak that matches what it eats. Look down on the website. There's a page full of different types of beaks. See if you can guess, what would that bird eat, depending on what the beak looks like. If it's long and pointy, or sharp and strong, or really small, or small but longer and a little bit more pointy. For feet, count how many toes a bird has. Some of them are webbed, some of them are really sharp. Sometimes, on a couple different types of birds, this is not a very good picture that I drew with my whiteboard marker, but you can look at the other pictures. There'll be 2 toes on the back and 2 toes on the front. And there's other ones that have really long toes, 4 toes, but all of them are really long. You need to understand why these birds have different shaped feet. Might match where they live and what they mostly do. So have fun with beaks and feet today. Check out the videos below. And if you have a printer, if you can, try to print out the beaks and the feet and you can color them. And look at the pictures, look at the videos, and start thinking, why? Why? Where does that bird live? How does it eat? What does it eat? The questions are all down below under Tuesday. You'll see it right there. It's right underneath my chin, right down there. For our routines, you're going to continue using your snap words practicing your snap words and your word families. For your how-to, yesterday you should have started making that plan of what you're going to actually write after spending the weekend thinking really hard about it. Now this is the last one we're doing, so we're going to spend the entire week this week on one how-to book. It's really important. So that's why I'm taking our time with this. Today, you're going to practice that how-to subject by teaching someone. So the first thing you need to do is teach someone your how-to. The next thing you need to do is make a plan. Okay, so if that's what my how-to is, and I know all the steps, now I have to think, well, how many pages do I need? What are the sentences I'm going to write? What pictures should I draw? What labels should I put there? An interesting conversation came up with one of our classmates. And Adeline said, Mr. Dowd. Yes. Isn't it okay to just say, first, get what you need? And then I started to think about it. I thought, it's a good sentence. First, get what you need. It tells me what to do, but it doesn't really explain why I'm going to need those things. So you can draw a picture next to your first box and label it. But in that sentence, explain, why do you need all of those things in order to do your how-to? Make your sentence a little bit more interesting. Make it something that I'll have to think about. Something that explains. I love that word, explain. Something that explains to me why it's so important that I get what I need. For reading, check out Raz Kids and Freckle again. Keep doing it. And for math, there's some bird math down there. So you can check out that bird math. It's kind of silly today. It'll be kind of fun to do. All right? So you'll be listening to me telling you a little math story and you need to solve the problem. Okay, keep up the great work. We only have 2 weeks left together. Next week I will send you videos, but you won't see work looking like this. It'll be a little bit different. So this week, this is our last week doing our routines in this way. Starting next week, there will be some work for you to do, but it's going to look different, and that's okay. But really, focus today. Beaks and feet, so you really understand. Because on Friday, you are going to be making your own bird. That's all I'm going to say. But you got to understand beaks and feet. It's really important. All right, have a fantastic Tuesday, and I will see you on another video on Wednesday. Bye-bye.